everybody, welcome back. This is part 2 of my redemption video for Jeopardy for the Xbox 360, in which I have $4,600 in the lead over player 3 who has $1,000 and player 2 who has nothing. So we got 3 clues left. Literature, they're all in.
Whitman's
So
When Lilacs Last in the Dooryard Bloomed was an elegy to him.
Oh god, I have no clue.
Here's the correct response. Abraham Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln, okay.
Select again.
Okay, we're just about to
Polonius
finish
tells
the Jeopardy
this
round.
character, "This above all, to thine own self be true."
I have no idea.
We're talking about Laertes.
Laertes.
And the last clue for $1,000.
Here we go.
This woman was the subject of Petrarch's Canzoniere.
Man, nobody's buzzing in. Up, there's player 2 with a buzz in.
2.
Lisa. No, that's not it.
Any other takers?
Okay. Just to protect my lead over player 3, I am not going to answer this one. I'm not even going to bother.
Here's the correct response. Laura.
Like I said, my lead over player 2. My lead over player 3 is smaller, so I'm trying to protect that. That's why I meant to say that's a player 2.
Let's see what happens in Double Jeopardy.
Here we go.
These categories awaiting
2 daily doubles here in the Double Jeopardy round.
Word origins.
Word origins.
Historic names.
Historic names.
The Vatican.
The Vatican.
Biblical
warriors.
Warriors. Health and medicine.
And last but not least,
NBA nicknames.
NBA nicknames.
Player 2. You start us off.
Oh, Biblical Warriors 400.
Joshua's conquest of Canaan began with the taking of Jericho, a city in this river's valley.
I think I'll go for it.
Yes,
here.
player 1.
What is the Nile?
That's not it.
No, it's not the Nile.
Any other takers? It's player 2.
My player 2 was in.
That's
not it.
Any other takers?
But that means player 3 is obviously going to get it right.
Player 3? Good.
It's the Jeopardy.
Player 3, make a selection, please, as we
Health and
continue.
medicine 400.
Lateral epicondylitis is the medical term for the chronic arm injury called this sport's elbow.
Okay. Tennis elbow?
It's player 1. That's correct.
Alright.
Where do we begin, player 1?
NBA nicknames 400.
MJ. Player 1?
Who is Michael Jordan?
Yeah!
I'll go Ward Origins
Keeper
400.
Elves could probably tell you that the name of this snack comes from a Dutch word for small cake.
Okay, small cake.
Okay, player 1?
Where's cupcake? Well, that's a small cake.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
Probably a cookie. Oh, Keebler Elves! Keebler don't make cupcakes. What was I thinking?
Here's the response we were looking for. A cookie. We return to you, player 1.
Origins 800.
Maple or otherwise, this thick, sweet stuff is from the Arabic for to drink.
What is syrup?
It's player 1.
Boom!
You get to pick again, player 1. First used in a novel about 90 years ago, it refers to a bright person, not someone who resembles Humpty Dumpty. Here's what we were looking for. An egghead.
Egghead. Oh my god.
Please pick again,
You
player
know
1.
what? Historic names for 400.
In 1955, Ngo Dinh Diem became the first president of this country that no longer exists.
Doesn't exist anymore.
It's player one.
What is South Vietnam?
You are correct. You get to pick again, player one. The name of this type of aircraft is from two Greek words meaning spiral wing. Player one?
Helicopter?
You are correct.
Yes! Alright.
We return to the term funny bone
2000.
is actually a pun on the name of this upper arm bone.
No, I'm not gonna buzz in. Okay.
Let's hear it, player two.
He's gonna go for it.
That's correct.
Humorous. What was I
Try again.
thinking?
Oh, no. Player two, you start.
I was on top of my tongue.
This Apache tried to keep peace with the Palefaces, but after his death, his son joined with the militant Geronimo.
I'm not gonna go for it. I'm just gonna leave my buzzer hanging.
Here's the correct response. Cochise.
Cochise.
Player two, you pick again, please. In 312, emboldened by the sight of a cross in the sky, this man defeated the Emperor Maxentius and seized Rome.
I don't know.
Here's the correct response. Constantine.
Constantine. Alright.
Player two, back to you. Pistol Pete.
Who is,
Let's hear it, player one.
Pete Darcy?
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
Okay.
Player three?
Player three. Get it wrong. Pete Maverick?
Right you are.
Yeah, I didn't think it was him.
A lot of clues, a lot of categories.
I was
Player
going same
three.
category,
Make us up
1200.
Sir Charles.
Charles,
Okay, player one.
Charles Oakley.
Anyone else? Here's what we were looking for. Charles Barkley.
I knew it.
Player three, back to you for our next selection. Mr. Clutch.
Mr. Clutch. I don't know that one, so I'm not gonna bother.
Yes, player
Apparently
two.
Player two knows it. Jerry West. Spitters.
Player two, start us. Hondo.
Hondo.
Player two.
Bill Bradley?
No.
No, that's not it.
Any other takers?
Wait. I'll go for it.
It's player one.
Is it John Havlicek?
Right you are.
Wow, that was a guess. That was just a guess.
Player one, start us.
The Vatican for 400. Just to start
Crispin
with
of
that
Viterbo
category.
was the first one of these created by John Paul II.
Crispin of Viterbo.
Okay, player one.
Wasn't that a bishop?
Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's the response we were looking for. A saint.
A saint. Okay, I knew it wasn't a pope, because
Select
John
again.
Paul II was a pope.
You may not use cell phones or felt-tip pens when researching in the secret these. It's player one.
The secret archives?
Yes.
Yes! That was a guess, though.
Player one. Pick again.
Let's go, historic name 1600. Daily Double!
Yes, the first of the daily doubles. You are
I
in
don't
the
have to
lead.
risk as much, so
What are
I'm
you going to
gonna
wait?
risk, 1400.
All right, here's your clue. Margaret Roper, who died in 1544, is said to have been buried with the head of this Utopia author, her father.
Thomas More.
That puts you
Whoa!
ahead.
9,200. I probably could have gone all in.
Vienna's imperial palace is now home to the president. In Mozart's time, it was home to the head of state, this archduchess.
I have no idea.
The correct response is Maria Theresa.
Who is Maria Theresa? Okay.
Select again.
Vatican,
The
1200.
four papal these churches include St. Peter's and St. John Lateran. Here's what we were looking for. Basilicas.
Basilicas. Okay.
Player 1, choose again.
Alphabet
Statin
name.
drugs like Lipitor are used to lower the bad type of this. It's player 1.
Cholesterol.
Yes.
10,000 even. I didn't see a commercial
Select
Lipitor
again.
all the time. Health and
A
medicine
sign of
1200.
this infection from the virus that also causes chickenpox is a blistering rash preceded by severe pain. Let's hear it, player 2.
Rubella. No, it's not rubella.
Any other takers?
No, I'm not gonna go for it unless player 3 gets it wrong. Just by miracle.
Here's what we wanted. Shingles.
Shingles. What was I thinking?
Player 1, back to you.
800.
Saul
For,
and this son, who shares his name with a famous seagull, both died at the Battle of Mount Gilboa.
What was the category? I forgot. What category did I just pick? Now we'll find out in about 5 seconds.
Here's the correct response. Jonathan.
Okay, the answer to that question was Jonathan.
Player 1, pick again.
Okay, Biblical Warriors was the one we picked. So we're gonna choose the same
Later
card
lending
for
his name to a
1200.
popular hotel Bible, he led a successful night attack against the Midianites.
Okay, we're at 12.5 minutes, so we have enough time for 3 more
Player 2.
clues. Samson, no,
Any other takers? Here's the
Okay.
response we were looking for. Gideon.
Gideon. Okay.
Player 1, choose again.
Vatican
The
1600.
Inventario Manoscritti room is part of this Vatican building.
I really have no idea. So. Okay,
Yes, player
three's gonna
3.
go for it. Necropolis. Nope, that's not it. So that's good news
Anyone
for me.
else care to try to come up with a correct response?
That is assuming player 2 doesn't even get in the final Jeopardy.
Here's the correct
And the
response.
correct answer
A
is
library.
a library.
You get to pick again, player 1.
Ooh, another daily double, but that means I have to risk money.
There's the other daily
I'll only
double.
risk 1,000 just to
You are
protect
in
my.
first
You
place.
know what?
Player
2,000.
1, give us a wink. Okay, here is the clue. The faithful can make offerings via cash or credit card to the fund called This Man's Pence.
What is Peter? Who is Peter? Sorry.
That puts you even further ahead.
Oh yeah.
You again, player 1. Joab was this Israelite king's successful commander when he
Biblical
conquered
Wars,
Jerusalem around
1600.
1000 BC.
1.4. Okay, so $12,000. Now that is
Okay,
a
player
little
3.
money. Player 3 is gonna say Solomon, which it is not.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
Wouldn't it be cool if neither of the computer players could participate in Final Jeopardy? Because I think it would be.
Here's what we were looking for. David.
David. Hey, that's me. That's my name.
We return to you, player 1.
Health and medicine
There
for
are
1600.
viral and bacterial types of this, the inflammation of the membranes covering the brain and spinal cord.
Then again, David is a popular name. I think it's the second most popular name for boys.
Here's what we were looking for. Meningitis.
Anyway, here, the answer to this question was
Player
meningitis.
1. Pick again. This female judge
Okay,
won an
2000.
important battle against the Canaanites by luring them into marshland.
Let's see, it was Biblical Warriors.
We're talking about
Yep.
Deborah.
Deborah, okay.
And now the
Health and
$2,000
medicine for
clue.
2000.
The name of this fluid that contains white blood cells comes from the Latin for water.
Okay, I think I might...
Yes, player
guess
one.
this one. Saliva?
Sorry, that's
No!
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
If anybody gets it right, it better be player 2. Come on. Yes!
That's the correct response. Lymph.
Neither of the computer players will play Final Jeopardy, so I have
Only
won!
player one will be proceeding to Final Jeopardy.
Oh,
Here comes the
yes!
Final Jeopardy
So
player.
I will definitely get our button started for this game.
Landmarks.
Landmarks.
Please
I'll
enter
go
your-
2500.
Here's your Final Jeopardy clue. Some of its pieces, which weighed up to 50 tons, were quarried at Marlborough Downs, about 20 miles away.
Oh god. Stonehenge? Because I don't think it's Buckingham Palace. I don't think it's
What did you say?
London Bridge. I don't think it's a...
With that
This is
correct,
an
you
Oh!
will gain. This makes you our new champion, player one. So
Yes! I get to
congratulations.
start a run for this game. I have redeemed myself.
Good game.
So now I have to
Thank you
start
so
a
much
run
for
for
playing.
this $12,500. Boy, did I redeem myself. Woo! Yeah! I didn't even realize the time on that video. I was just so excited. Jeopardy was originally titled, What's the Question? I'll pick this clothing article right here. Now ignore these stats because these are for on-camera and off-camera games. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.